it's Mary.
And
we invite you guys to like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment
down below, you guys, because we are finally back to doing these reviews and being consistent. I know it's been kind of like this for a while, whatever, between trying to go to Kenya and then also getting this internet from being functioning again. It's been a living nightmare. But we are back. The
government is doing something with their electrical poles. They have these weeks where they are replacing electrical poles, and I think it is affecting our internet service.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, so it really has just been a lot going on or whatever, stuff like that. But we are back to doing the reviews, and that's what matters. Yeah. But we're going to get right into it, you guys. We are reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville. It is officially the episode after the whole fight had gone on and everybody was acting the plum fool.
Right.
But Tiffany...
Mary Alma. I guess we did.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But Tiffany has decided to come to gossip. I always say this. I feel like the people who gossip the most are the ones who need to work on stuff, on themselves the most. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, she went to Destiny. I think she went to Destiny to see what was going on or whatever. And they had talked and stuff like that. But apparently, Melody hasn't even apologized, which I did not see Melody apologizing.
No, Melody is not going to apologize.
Melody did not go there with good intentions. And also, I do not believe Stormy went there with good intentions either. Even though she did, which I did appreciate that she brought a gift or whatever. But it was kind of like she was trying to manipulate her into accepting it and not saying it. The way Stormy actually came in there to talk to Destiny or whatever, saying that, I support black businesses. And, I think this is much bigger than any little tiff or whatever. So I'm hoping you can accept this. So it's just even the language you're saying. You're basically telling me, shut the hell up. Be grateful that tiff. Yeah, you be grateful.
Don't worry about that.
Yes, be grateful I got you a Gucci bag from a racist brand, and just be accepting.
I'm saying it's Gucci. I'm coming in and letting the world know
it's Gucci.
What I'm bringing you.
Who gives a shit if it's a Gucci bag?
I had a problem with her with. Why will you say, I've given expensive gifts in the past, and, I've received expensive gifts. I never remember anyone saying, or me telling someone what is in the bag, before they open it. I just don't do that. Just give it, and no one has done that to me. Just give it, and when they open it, it's a wonderful surprise. But she announced it in front of everybody.
And then she proceeds to go and tell Mel in the corner.
Yes.
Oh, I got her a Gucci bag. Yeah. But she still had an attitude, though.
Yeah.
She had an attitude.
I'm going to talk about your place of business. But I do support black business, though. And how do you support black business? By gossiping about me in my opening.
Yeah.
With someone else.
And then showing up uninvited. You couldn't call me like a woman first and be like, hey, Destiny, I know we've had an issue before. I would love for us to resolve this, and I would like for us to be able to move forward. Can I take you out for coffee or something, or to dinner beforehand? And then that's when you go or whatever. It's not like you're coming to her place. It's like, I just feel
all these things for everybody to see.
And then also it's like you don't care about my emotional health. You know what I'm saying? You just don't care. It's like you could have actually resolved this beforehand. Instead of using my event where I have finally opened and launched something that's so precious to me. You could have used...
After being down in the dumps, being on welfare, being kicked to the curb by
my husband and all this stuff.
Well, it was a husband too, right?
Yeah.
And all of this stuff, and having to raise my child, and all this stuff I had to go through.
Exactly.
Now I have my store. She could have called her.
Yeah.
Because this was Destiny's moment. This is not where she wants to talk about what happened.
Exactly.
And for you to come and say it out in public.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought she was genuine at first.
I did
but
too.
When you talked about it,
when I actually really thought about it, I was just like, it just doesn't make sense.
True. That was not genuine.
Because my place of business is not to talk about little fight that we had at some little Galentine's when you were acting the plum fool and you were getting in between a friendship that I treasured for so long.
I know.
And you're there talking about how I should just shut up and accept the gift because it's a Gucci bag. F your Gucci bag. How would you come to my place with respect and respect me as a human being? So
and
no.
Just call me. You could have
just called me. You have my number.
And
you obviously have been stalking my social media because that's how you even knew about the damn events anyway.
And then the other thing, she obviously has been stalking because how does she know that no one is coming to my store? Remember, she was telling.
I know that you're also throwing shade, which also means you're not genuine. Talk about,
so that means that I will not be surprised if Stormy's not there in her store when people come. I won't be surprised if Stormy also.
I will not be surprised if she has binoculars across the street watching.
Yeah, and then she tells her customers, a bad mouth Madani.
Yeah, because she's only a block down the street, right? Down the street, a block or whatever. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So also it's not genuine because you still sat down there, you still gossip about her business, still talk bad about it. Yeah. If I was Destiny, I would not have gone to that girl's place to go meet her or whatever.
Destiny was not feeling her at all. That's why her face was just like, the whole time she was talking, like,
yeah,
she just wasn't feeling her.
I'm sorry. I know there were some people that agree with you last week that said that, she should have handled it in a professional setting or whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. I am not above putting people's stuff before mine. Like, this is my event. Right. I want to feel comfortable. Yes, I want to be a businesswoman. I will handle it delicately. You know what I will do?
I will have an attitude the way she did.
No, but what I will do is I will have somebody who is at the gates or whatever, who will turn people around quietly. Mm-hmm. Yes, thank you for coming. We appreciate everything. You are not invited to this event. Yeah. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll walk them back. I'll let the bodyguard walk them back to their car. Yeah. Tell them what's going on and close the door for you. Yeah. Thank you, goodbye. Yeah. And that way I never even have to see you. Exactly. I'm inside communicating. That's how I would have handled it. But no, yes, for business, I'm going to sit down here and make myself uncomfortable. This is my business. Exactly. I put my blood, sweat, tears, and my money into all of this. Yeah. I'm not going to let some Tweedledum and Tweedledee to come up in here trying to harass me.
Unfortunately, her business is in a space where, she
got the bodyguard outside.
It's a parking space, so it's like a parking space. I'm just trying to feel like...
You just walk them back to the car. You just walk them back to the car. Yeah. That's all you have to do.
Yeah. You know what she could have done? She could have had a bigger person. She could have had from the door, right? This little walkway, block everything off like this by her doorway. Just go a little further into the parking spot.
Yeah.
Up to there, and then have the you know what I'm saying? Yes. So no one can climb over. Have the bodyguards there, and someone. Okay, your name is not on the list. It's not on the list. She's busy right now, and then they try to give a gift. We're not allowed to take gifts at this time. But you are welcome to come on Monday when we open up our regular hours to bring something for her. Yeah. Or you can always call her. Since you guys are friends, I'm sure you have her number. At a time where you can meet and give this gift. Exactly. And that's it. And then you have them walk them out. Yeah. So that way you don't have to see them at all. Because you have this little block of space. Yes. That's about 3 or 4 feet. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? So you don't have to see them being walked up. You don't have to look to see who was that they... you don't have to do any of that stuff.
Because that's why...
that's what she should have done. Just have by invitation only. And it's a lesson learned. It's just a lesson learned. But
but also somebody was like, I know someone said that, yes, she should have handled it in a professional setting or whatever. Okay, so let's say Destiny decides to smile and be polite and all this stuff, right? And not to have issues. Let's be honest, though. Mm-hmm. The fight didn't happen in her store. It happened outside with Miss Wanda. Melody went there with an agenda to go and fight whoever. So it would not have even mattered how Destiny handled it. Because they still had the fight outside like a bunch of hooligans. They had no self-control. Yeah. Yet they're fighting a woman who's pushing 90.
I know. But you know something.
Even if somebody came at me wrong, I'm not going to go cuss on my elder. I'm not doing this. I'm sorry.
But you know something? It may have been different because one of the things,
she would not have. The energy.
It's the energy that you carry. Yeah. So you already carry this contentious energy that these people who you're tussling with have had an issue. You have an issue with them, and they're coming to your space. So since she didn't have security, if it was me, I would have handled that. Because I've had open, an open house or whatever. And people have come that maybe were not in the best of spaces.
But they didn't fight outside in your parking lot, though.
But the reason, whenever they come in, I'm even extra friendly to the person I've had a problem with. They usually have to look at me twice to figure out, I thought we were enough talking. Well, okay, I guess we're good then.
You're on a different level of Zen than I am.
But that's what you have to do. And then you really try to be genuine. I feel like if she had seen Mel and she didn't hear Mel say hi, oh, hey, Mel. And she's like, oh, yeah, you're like, oh, I thought, I didn't hear you, whatever.
Yeah, I
and
guess.
stuff. And then you walk with her and say, thank you for coming. I really appreciate it that you came,
People
this
don't.
is wonderful. And then you go, you sure, well, these are some of the things, these are the, whatever. And even the lady who has been helping you do the little tours up to the store, you can say, oh, I got this one. You show her the stuff, yeah, and we have this product from this person and that person, and so what have you been up to? You doing okay? Oh, Miss Vanessa, it's good to see you too. That's what you do.
I would
and then
not.
The same thing with Stormy. You go around, and especially if you saw them two standing together, you go around and just held both of them. Be the middle. Oh, y'all take this picture. They'll be like, okay. So
kill them with kindness, basically.
Yeah, well, not even kill them, but just use that as an opportunity to get more business. You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
And you can even, as they're leaving, you could have a little sample gift for them. You just put it in, just sample it. I know you didn't get anything. It's okay, but just sample it, see if you like it and whatever. This is one of my favorites or whatever. So if Melody had left with a gift and your smiles, maybe she wouldn't have gone to Miss Wanda yelling already. But she had already been yelling at you, her blood pressure here. Now she's going to be Miss Wanda, and Miss Wanda stay here.
I
She
guess,
stay right here.
That makes sense. I see what you're saying.
So that's why I'm just saying, just that energy that you carry.
And she probably would not have even dared to go do that because, Destiny has been so nice to me just now. She's giving me all these gifts.
Yes.
It seems like we can work something out. I'm not going, I know I have a tip to fight with Miss Wanda, but I'm not going to do it at her business.
Or she may have said, you know something, Miss Wanda?
Please talk about my kids. Thank you.
Stop talking about my children, all right? I mean, look at me and Destiny. We're good. We can be good as women. She might have done that. She may be holding this gift like, we can be good as women. Okay? And even as Mel was leaving, Destiny could have walked her to her car. Walk her to her car and be like, I'll be right back. Okay, folks, look around. I'll be right back. Okay, taking one of my friends out. You take it. Oh, well, thanks for coming. Oh, did you go? You want to try some mac and cheese? Lunch is on me. Lunch is, Miss Wanda, I'm going to buy this round. Okay, what you want? Fried chicken? Some greens? And you walk her to her car. Okay, you'll have a good
It takes
one.
a very strong
Martell,
soul to do that.
No, it's not. You know what it is? Sometimes people feel like there is strength in the yelling and all this stuff.
No, I do. I believe it's actually the opposite.
A lot of strength. In the book of Revelation, they were talking about a guy who had a power in his hands. I'm not gonna pretend like I know, but when I read that, I always think about like there is power in your hands, but it's in the mind also. That you can control your environment. You can control outcomes by just you being in it. And you should never allow someone to get into your space and control that environment.
Yeah.
You can do that. And especially when it's your event. You know what I'm saying? By your actions, by the words you say, by how you carry yourself.
Yeah.
And sometimes, even when you're fighting with someone, sometimes it's good to be an example to them.
Yeah.
Because it shows them how to behave also as they move forward. But you do it in a kind way.
Yeah.
You don't do it in, I'm going to be the bigger person. No, I will be the bigger person. No. I'm going to be the bigger person and lead. No. That's not you being the bigger person. You being petty.
Yeah.
But you can be the bigger person, but do it at a kind level where you kind of evoke the person to do the same. Without you actually teaching them verbally, but just through your actions, And I cannot even count the amount of times I've done that in my lifetime.
Yeah.
I've done it so many times. Like now I just do that, So, and you can turn people who want to be your enemy into really your friend. into like your staunch supporters. So it's all in how you comport yourself.
Yeah.
But losing control like that, you just lost control. And I feel like that's what Marceau was upset about.
Yeah.
For years, he has been controlled.
Right.
Right? But we were talking about something brewing with Marceau.
Yeah.
Because the way he took himself to, I think what Tanzania he came to. The way that man took himself to Tanzania.
Yeah.
With no notice to his wife, but something he had been planning for a while by himself, no family.
Yeah.
Okay?
That was a red
something
flag.
had been brewing. And remember, prior to that, he said that something was brewing in him.
Yeah.
Remember, he had said so. He had had that talk when Lewis had gone and talked too much. And his wife had come back to talk to Tisa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Marceau was upset that he had lost control, took it out on Tisa at home, now telling her, you were talking too much. Tisa wasn't talking that much.
Yeah.
Not as much as you, Marceau.
Yeah.
And she was trying her best when you were fighting and all that stuff to stay away. I didn't see Tisa. I saw Miss Wanda. I saw Kim. I saw somebody else. I only saw Tisa one time trying to, talk to Marceau in the beginning. But then she stayed away.
Yeah.
But he came home because he had lost control of himself. He now want to find a way to point the finger because he never wants to admit, just like Maurice said before, and everybody knows Marceau, he doesn't want to admit that, I was wrong. I lost control. He doesn't want to admit that. So he looked to the person next to him to complain and talk about her, what she didn't do or what she
which I thought was,
did too much of. And I thought
Marceau,
I'm
he has
in
his
him I don't like.
I think we have always kind of applauded Marceau for what he does as a husband.
Yeah.
But I think we always have said he's sexist. He is sexist. And also he has I know, I see that bird all the time.
God, when she opens,
it's a bright blue.
Oh
it's
my
almost
God,
like a parrot
beautiful.
almost.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I'm sorry.
But yeah. We are in Africa.
I know.
But yeah.
With you. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just feel like he also can be a gaslighter.
He is.
And he is such a gaslighter.
He's
you know what I'm saying? And I felt like it was such heinous behavior.
Yeah.
You sat down there and you said that, me and Martell, we worked it out logically like men. Why couldn't your asses do that while you were at the meeting?
Display to the
at
public.
A professional setting. So no, you guys are not logical. You guys are illogical.
Yeah.
The women weren't fighting. Tisa was not about to sit up there and fight a woman, was not about to get up there and fight Melody. She wasn't even there. Even when you were there fighting that man, she was nowhere to be found.
No, she wasn't.
So how are you going to sit down there and poke? How are you going to go and grab her from 2 miles down the block to say, you are the reason why I was fighting? Where did he do that at?
Instead of looking at himself, taking accountountability.
The man in the mirror.
And that's an issue. That's the
red
issue.
flag.
A huge red flag.
And apparently he was very disrespectful because Tisa was like, he shouldn't be talking to me like I'm some type of slave. Well, she said something like that, which I thought was very, that was something.
Well, continue to push Tisha. She will divorce you.
Yeah.
And take all your stuff.
And that's right.
And it's even though she has more stuff than you. And I will applaud. Because when a man begins to become unaccountable as he gets older,
it gets worse. It gets worse.
Yeah.
How do you blame me and start yelling at me? You really should have been yelling at Martell. You guys just had this business meeting.
At himself for losing control.
I know, but if you're gonna blame somebody, you should blame Martell. You know what I'm saying? You guys were the ones who were fighting. Exactly. I wasn't there fighting women. You three grown ass men, big as hell, were the ones fighting.
And let's not forget that Martell is the one who went onto that show, Dr. Heaven's show, to say
that Mel was sleeping around.
Question, which I did not see the whole thing.
Melody, like you are an idiot. The
Wanda,
reason why Wanda even went there and started talking about how you need to find your baby daddy because your baby daddy said you were sleeping around on him. It probably tried to slut shame you. So you fighting this Wanda, you should be fighting with him.
I mean, anyone who saw the whole interview that he did with Dr. Heaven, is that what he really tried to do? Because Miss Wanda said that. We just have to see exactly. But
but they showed the interview on the thing.
No, I saw him talking to her, but I remember that I didn't watch the whole thing. I think it was a long thing. I didn't watch. I don't even think I watched half of it. So you guys just let me know if he actually was insinuating that, Because then Mel has to look at him. You're the one who started the stuff. This is my whole thing about baby daddy. First, Mel. I mean, let's just take accountability today.
Yeah.
You're the one in the reunion. You said her baby daddy be in my DMs. Okay. Tissa is not a child, right? Uh-huh. But she's still, that is her father. And I felt like when Mel said baby daddy, it was trying to get a swipe at Tisha. Because she could have just said your husband. Your husband's in my DMs. Then you're keeping it to you and Miss Wanda. Your husband is in my DMs. So when you said baby daddy, well, yeah, Miss Wanda, she gonna go there with you. She's gonna use the same terms that you use. You use baby daddy, she gonna use baby daddy.
Then she saw what your baby daddy said about you. So I mean,
yeah, like what your baby daddy said.
Mel,
what did your baby daddy say about you? And why don't you go find your baby daddy?
Exactly.
For the young one.
The issue the issue that I have with people is like a lot of the times we go out there looking for somebody to blame and say that it's your fault, this happened, this that. When the issue is in-house. It's in-house. It's the idiots who you sat down there, laid down with, had 4 kids with, who was out there cheating, tell you to shut the F up every chance he got,
and
who sat down there.
A cheater. He knew he was a cheater straight
I'm sure he was doing it before they even got married.
I'm sure. Because remember, Melanie.
You don't get that bold
he
doing
thought
that.
She was having sex with somebody else. Remember she said...
Yes, and she was going there to confront Melanika's assistant because apparently Martell was hollering at her.
So this is something Martell has been doing from the very, very beginning. That's why
and that's why even Miss Wanda even got the idea.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Melody, you have to look in-house at this point.
Don't start talk about baby daddy. First of all...
He's right here. He's right here. He doesn't think he's the baby daddy, probably.
The thing is, I hate when you call baby daddy when it's a husband. It's your husband. Why are you calling him baby daddy?
It's such a term, isn't it?
Because did the whole term baby daddy come up for women who were not married to the men? They call the guy baby daddy?
I don't know why you know.
So why are you calling husbands baby daddy? Like, it's just odd. The whole thing is odd. You all as adults lost total control of yourselves. Total control. Every last single one of them are gonna look at themselves in the mirror. Because this should not happen ever again in your lifetime. In your lifetime. You shouldn't be out there acting this plumb fool at your age.
Yeah.
In your lifetime. When you pass the age of 25, 26 on, and I think all of them are above the age of 26, you should know how to behave as adults. You have children.
Yeah.
You know, going there, yelling, acting the plumb fool, telling people, oh, you know, this person is wrong side of the tracks. All of you acted. And you know something? This is what my experience has been. I hate that term. Because my experience has been the people I have met who you will say are the wrong side of the tracks, some of them have been the most personable, most humble, kindest people I know. So I hate to use that term.
Yeah. Because
it don't mean nothing. All of you acted classless. Every single last one of you acted classless. Because class is not about money. It's not about your education. It's not about what you got. It's about your manners.
Yeah.
None of you had manners there. Not Martell, not Marceau, not Melody, not Miss Wanda. Who else was there part of this whole foolishness going on? You know, none of you going around like that. None of you.
Yeah.
You know.
It was really a mess.
It was a mess.
And then Mel and Martell meeting up to talk about it, whatever, like, let's get the gang back.
At some point, Maurice was... But then he calmed himself down. Because I guess maybe Kim got in his way and said, you're an attorney. You can't do this. So yes, I got to practice. Someone can sue me in real time. And he got himself. So I'm going to add Maurice to that.
But my thing is, you guys y'all are all big as hell. I mean, y'all are all almost 200 pounds of muscle or whatever. You have to have women pulling you guys apart. Like, nobody came to their senses.
I don't even know why women are doing that.
I'm not in my heels. I'm going to go.
I will be inside my car like this.
I'll be ordering Chick-fil-A.
I would have got my food over there while Miss Wanda acting the plum fool. I'll be dishing my food. Ain't nobody here to get no money. Pick up all the stuff. leave my 20 there, whatever I think the meal should cost. Whatever I think the meal should cost, $10, whatever. Put my little $10 there, go to my car, I eat, drink my drink until my husband come back to the car with his rubbish. I mean, that's what I'll do. I'm not, and sometimes
I'm
I
right
do.
there with you, sister.
And now, of course, everyone is like, Miss Wanda got to go. This is what I think. I think the producers have decided Miss Wanda has to go. So they have created all these scenarios and told the cast, hey, okay, now we're going to talk about how we're all going to put this on Miss Wanda. Because everybody that met said Miss Wanda got to go. Nobody took any accountabilities of themselves.
Yeah.
All of them were talking about Miss Wanda. Every single last one of them.
Yeah.
Marceau included. You know what I mean? He has hated Miss Wanda for how long? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah. And I just feel bad because, Tisha is like caught between a rock and a hard place. Because at the end of the day, that's your mom. That's your mom, that's your mom, that's your mom. For good, bad, ugly, that's still my mom.
And then it's like Martell. It's like Marcel. He still wanted to work with Martell.
Yes.
I don't know why.
If I am Tisha, I will say no, and which she's trying to say. But I don't think Tisha is going to be strong enough to stand up against Marcel. She's not. She's not there yet.
I don't think it's strength, though.
I
think it's just because the thing is, it's kind of like you pick your battles. Because the thing is, I still have to live with this man.
Yeah.
I'm not at a point where I want to divorce him. I just want to keep the peace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
That's what
that.
I think it is. I feel like she just wants to keep the peace or whatever, stuff like that. She has let him know, though. No, I do not want to work with him or whatever. And Maurice did put a little comment, said, so are you going to be hiring Martell for some side deals or whatever? He said, well, I'm not going to be hiring an unlicensed contractor. You still ain't got your license, but you fighting in the street like a hooligan? Go get you some business.
And Marceau, why are you trying to hire Martell if he's not licensed?
What is he doing?
I don't know.
That whole thing is a mess.
And then
Melody and Martell meeting up to talk or whatever, talk about how we need to get the gangs together because we were the inspiration for the whole original comeback group. This isn't the comeback group.
Maybe they are trying to come in though. Maybe Mel and Martell are trying to come in.
Please keep
but I thought Mel had some things going already with her stuff because she has her own office and all that. But that would be interesting if they're all trying to come back again.
Why waste your time? It has not worked out for years. You people don't like each other. You are forced. How?
They made money.
They had to sell their apartment complex. Was it the apartments complexes? Like, didn't Martell and Melody end up having to sell theirs or whatever, and somebody else sold theirs? I can't remember. I don't. They haven't talked about business in years, so I can't remember. Yeah. But anyway, y'all let me know what happened.
But I thought at one time they were like when they first started out. That's how they were able to make their money.
No, but remember they actually had done it before, right? But they had broken apart, right? And when they came back on the show, they decided, we're going to try to bring this together again.
Oh, I see.
But then they went through the whole divorce thing, and it really never was able to pan out.
Too, though, because I remember Melody being very upset during that time sometimes. Mm-hmm. She said she felt like she was the one who was doing most of the work, which at that time she was. She was doing most of the work and stuff. I don't know if because she's the one who had the license, but I remember her having these meetings with all of them and talking about that. Many times she wanted to step away and she and Martell just do their own thing. But then the other people in the group were like, oh, Mel, come back. And even then I was saying, I was like, oh, yeah, they want her to come back because she's the one who does most of the work. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember her talking about that in the meeting many times. You guys get in the comments and tell me if you remember that.
I can't even remember the whole
I remember.
season.
I haven't watched it from the very beginning.
I have, but I just don't remember everything.
Yeah. So,
but yeah.
But one thing I can say, this is what I want to say. Mel is looking really good. Obviously, she loves to bar. I think about how she used to look when she was Martell. She's always been beautiful. Yeah. When she had the little blonde thing that you didn't like in front of her head.
I thought it was
but she looked so skinny 90s. At that time and just like...
She still had hips.
She looked so stressed. She just looked stressed.
Yeah.
And now that she's not with him, she looks so much better. She has put on weight. Her face has filled out.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, she just looks so much better. And I think of Tisa. Even Tisa looks good, right? She looks full and all that stuff. But I'm just thinking about Tisa. As Marceau.
No neck.
Who? Tisa?
Yeah, in that blue outfit.
Yeah, that would look... It wasn't really her look. But then, look at what she just went through with Marcel, him talking to her any kind of way. But Tisa, at some point, honey,
I think she has to kind of focus in on herself. She doesn't look completely well.
You may want to really start watching Marcel. Because if he's already beginning to do this, I don't think it's going to get better. Because he's someone who does not take accountability for a damn thing.
Red flag.
He finds his way to talk around stuff, which was part of his charm, but now you get on my damn nerve, actually.
Because I never thought it was charming. I never thought it was charming. I thought it was an A white move.
So she got to watch him because you don't want him digging a hole. You came and kind of rescued them with your money, right? Brought the thing back in the black because it was in the red. You brought it back in the black.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now it's worth millions of dollars. And he's bringing Martel, and he's still insisting on that. He calls him an unlicensed, contractor?
Mm-hmm.
But you're still insisting that he comes. So it tells me either Martel got something on him. Maybe there's more to the story about the 20 women. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it because I'm watching Marcel now.
Yeah, because I thought it was very odd that he made it with him so easily.
So, Tisha, you better have your eyes open, like your mama keeps on telling you to do. Yeah. Have your eyes open.
Yeah.
Okay? And watch him. Watch him. Okay? And don't let him take you down some track where, because see, she has more percentage.
Yeah.
She has the majority percentage of this company.
Yeah.
Don't allow him and Martel to run it to the ground. And then when you break up with him, you ain't got no money. You understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, he's going to be taking all kinds of risk. Why? Because he's not the majority owner. You are.
That's right.
Runs it to the ground. Then when you try to leave him, you ain't got nothing. You have all this debt. You better think.
I know,
and if you're thinking of ever leaving him, you better leave him at the right time for you. Money-wise.
Yes.
Okay.
But I think that was everything.
I think that was all.
Hold on, let me just double check. Let me check.
But I loved Stormy's place. Oh my God, that bird is so beautiful. It opened its wings like this, and you could see I
have to get my camera and take a really good picture.
Light blue, white, and a deep midnight blue. It's amazing.
Yeah. I need to get a better lens so I can really go really far on my camera.
Showing off to us, open up its wings like that. Look at my wings.
I love all the different birds here in Africa. It's so cool.
But I love Stormy's house. I didn't realize.
Can we talk about the guy?
They have that whole area. What guy?
That idiot.
Which one?
Who decided to sit down there and talk to Tisa about her marriage and how you need to tell your mama to shut the F up. And listen.
Who are you?
Who the hell are you?
He probably does have a good relationship with his mom. That's all I can say. Because anyone who gives you advice, tell your mama to shut the hell up. Okay. And then Marceau
said nothing.
Standing there, looking at her all like this.
Yeah, that's what you need to do.
You see, he's breaking with family right there. It's a betrayal. It's a betrayal. You can't stand with me when someone is attacking my mom and you know that that's my family.
Yeah.
And you're breaking team. I cannot stand a man who breaks team. Because he's not
you're all in my business. I don't even know you. And you're here all up in my face telling me that
He's some news guy.
Yeah, you're a news guy. You're not our effing therapist. You don't know what we have going on. You don't know the family dynamic. You know what? You don't know what my mom's been through. You don't know my relationship with her. You don't know his relationship with her. But for you, I know. But he is a coward.
He was like, let's forget Dr. Francis and go with him. That's what Marceau said.
You might need to leave that man, Tisa.
She is going to have to really... But I think Tisa is very wise. The fact that she was even able to bring this company from the red to the black, had the means for that. She's not no dummy.
No.
She might be doing her crying and stuff, but she is not no dummy.
I I think
Miss
the
Wanda did
crying.
not raise no fool.
I think crying really helps you to stay healed up. Because when you literally when you keep all of those emotions, all that hurts in,
like what Mel
it
does.
kills you. It kills you. Look at how Melody's looking. She's not looking
bitter. She has a lot of rage
emotionally. She's just not at peace, and you can tell that.
Cry. She has to have a good long cry. But I think with Melody, people are so used to her being strong. Including her mom, I think.
There's strength in crying. Yeah. There's strength in healing. There's strength in speaking your pain.
They don't understand that the strength lies in being vulnerable.
Yeah.
It takes courage to be vulnerable. It's when you're all tough and ain't nobody gonna see me. I've been there.
Dying on the inside.
There are years I did not even like almost a decade. I did not even shed a tear. Because when I grew up, it was a weakness. That's what I was taught. So I had to learn to be vulnerable and learn that vulnerability, it takes courage, you know? So Melody needs to have a good cry, but I don't think the people in her life allow her. They're all like, you're so strong and independent.
Don't call me that. I don't want to be strong.
I mean, and people say that to help you.
At this point, I feel like it's kind of an insult. Whenever somebody come and tell me as a black woman I'm strong, I am insulted.
You're strong, independent.
You're strong.
Queen.
You're strong enough to take all my BS. You're strong enough to take this. You're strong enough to take this. You're strong enough to take that. And you do not need to ever cry. You don't need anybody. No, I'm going to admit,
queen.
Like that's an insult. Do not call me a queen. Don't call me independent. Don't call me. I don't mind independence, but do not call me strong.
Don't call me independent. When someone says you're independent, that means it's like what Samson said to.
Never mind.
To that woman's daddy.
I like a woman who don't need me for shit.
She independent, strong, independent woman who don't need me for nothing.
Don't call me strong and don't call me independent.
And don't call me queen.
Don't call me queen either.
Because I don't have no subject. Because then if I am a princess, what are you? You're what?
My peasant?
My subject. So that means that you still gotta do for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, don't call me queen. Don't call me
I am a princess. I deserve to be pampered. I deserve to be spoiled. Thank you very much. I deserve to be taken care of.
Yes.
I am a gem.
Yes.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
So please, Mel, you need new friends.
You need new friends who are going to allow you to be vulnerable, who are going to allow you to cry.
I mean, look at Courtney.
You need that. You really, Courtney on the Kardashians.
Yes, yo.
Our viewers may be like, what? But Courtney has been doing a lot of crying. She was the sister who never cried. She was very guarded. She never wanted anybody to see her sweat. Very sarcastic.
Yes.
And stuff. Always
hiding
had
her
right
pain.
thing to say.
Always was going at somebody's neck, child.
When she started having therapy and started to cry, they didn't know what to do with her.
Like, who the hell are you?
Kim now became the mean one.
Yeah.
Chloe followed her with the meanness, and Courtney continued to cry, continued to heal.
To be soft and feminine, and she found her man.
Girl.
Sure did.
Who treats her like a princess.
Yes, y'all. But into Mary.
And Amma.
What you have to like? Subscribe.
And comment.
Down below.
Bye.